Hello everyone, I'm Professor Geek. Welcome back to my channel, and welcome to another late for class car video. And wow, I want to talk about, I plan to do two of these today if I get a chance to, and both of them share a similar theme. It's celebrities putting their politics ahead of any kind of entertainment or storytelling or responsibility they have to the mythologies that they are claiming some place in telling. Anyway, the first video here is about Chris Evans, and this is really disappointing. Really is. This ties into, it includes Kevin Feige as well. Just ties into the utter disappointment that I have of in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and I've made a couple of videos about this recently already. I mean, this is this wonderful thing we've had, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, that has been putting fans first, entertainment first, and nonsense last, for the most part. Now that's just crumbling to the ground. Now, all of a sudden, now it's just nothing but pushing an agenda. It really is, the mask has fallen off, so to speak. So Chris Evans recently was in the news for, apparently he's a big Tom Brady fan, I guess, the Patriots or something like that. You know me, I'm not a sports guy. But he was apparently quoted in an interview, or it was on a tweet or something like that. You can find this in a Bounding Into Comics article that I'll try to remember to link in the description below. But he was a Tom Brady fan, but apparently Tom Brady is a Trump supporter. Well, Chris Evans just can't have that. Chris Evans, for a while now, has been pretty vocal on Twitter about his politics. And a lot of people say, well, you need to separate the art from the artist. Now, to a certain degree, I agree with that. Because obviously, just about everybody in Hollywood, I mean, let's just be honest, like 98% of them are pretty intensely extremely liberal. So if you're not intensely extremely liberal right along with them, then what are you going to do? Just not partake of any of the offerings of Hollywood? So I mean, yeah, of course, to an extent, you have to just separate the art from the artist. But that becomes pretty hard to do when the artists are attacking you personally. Now maybe they haven't called you out by name, but they're pretty much making it very clear that if you don't agree with them, they want nothing to do with you. And that's what Chris Evans has done here. That's what Chris Evans has pretty much done here. So he was saying, he's always been a big fan of Tom Brady, and apparently Tom Brady's a Trump supporter. So he wants, he's considering cutting all ties with Tom Brady. He doesn't even know if he's going to support him anymore. He's hoping that maybe he's just one of those, kind of ignorant Trump supporters, or people that's just sort of going along with it because you can't be a Trump supporter and not be either ignorant or evil, right? Because you can't disagree with these people. No one who disagrees with them can be in any way valid or right in any kind of way, right? They live in a false binary. They truly do. They have a very limited elementary school mindset about the world and viewpoint on the world. They can't handle anything else. It's ridiculous. So he makes these comments. I mean, he literally says, if hopefully he's just one of those, I forgot the way he put it exactly, but ignorant or kind of just goes along with the flow or whatever. But if he's really truly a Trump supporter, I'll have to cut ties with him. And he's honest about, he talks about, how he can't stay quiet. He must speak out. It is his duty to speak out about the politics and stuff like that. And people were asking him, aren't you afraid, you're going to lose fans? He's like, well, a little bit, but, I just can't stay silent. I have to speak out. Well, what Chris Evans has told you there is he's told you that him, flat out, as an actor, he doesn't want anything, that he will cut ties with you if you dare to support Donald Trump. If you dare support Donald Trump, he will cut ties with you. He doesn't want anything to do with you. So how can you not take that to follow into your money at the box office? Chris Evans doesn't want your support if you support Donald Trump. If you dare disagree with him about politics, he doesn't want your support. Now, you don't believe me yet. Some of you don't believe me yet, and that's fine. Some of you are still saying, well, I separate the art from the artist there, and everybody's an idiot on Twitter, and I just have to look past that. Well, here's the thing when it comes to mythology. Kevin Feige is involved in this too, because they asked him, are you afraid that, your comments or whatever might get you in trouble with the MCU? And he says, nah, every time I see Kevin Feige, he's really happy with me. He says, man, I love what you're doing on Twitter. That's really great. And then Kevin Feige's actually quoted in this Bounding Into Comics article as saying, something to the extent of everything he's doing is great. It's really reflecting everything that we're doing. And he's being very Cap-like. He's being very Captain American-like with his comments on Twitter. And it's like the two are just merging together. Isn't it wonderful? So you have to understand what was just being said. Kevin Feige, the architect of the MCU, and Chris Evans, the man portraying Captain America, this iconic character and fixture of American folklore for a century. They think that Captain America would tell you that if you support Donald Trump, he wants nothing to do with you. They think that Captain America would play partisan politics. That's what they think. They truly believe this in their hearts. They truly believe that they are some sort of resistance fighting a Nazi Hitler. That they've deluded themselves to this point. Now look, I'm not defending Donald Trump. I wouldn't even call myself a Trump supporter. But as an individual, I will say that yeah, I do it for Donald Trump, and I'll vote for him again if he runs against a Hillary. I'm a very libertarian-minded person, and I'll either vote for a good, strong libertarian candidate, or I'll settle for, whatever the lesser evil of a Republican if I have to. So hell yeah, I voted for Donald Trump. Is that you telling me, Chris Evans, that you want to cut ties with me? One of your fans who's been an ardent supporter of yours, despite your difference in politics, whatever. I've loved your work, and I've supported you. And you're just going to spit in my face like this? Well, to hell with you then. To hell with your movies. To hell with the whole MCU. Kevin Feige coming in and telling me that this is what Captain America would do? Screw you. Go to hell. Who do you think you are? You do not understand mythology. These characters need to be bigger than partisan politics. How can you be so childish? How can you be so ignorant? It just boggles my mind how people who... I see this in the academic world all the time. People who are otherwise so intelligent, they just devolve into a 5-year-old when it comes to a political disagreement. And anyone who dares hold an opposing viewpoint, that no, you're either evil or ignorant or you're with them. Those are the only options. And this is what we see Chris Evans exhibiting. This is what we see Kevin Feige exhibiting. And it hurts. I mean, I know it hurts because I have been invested in the MCU emotionally and dearly for so long. And this is just... these people need to be sent a message. They need to know that we're not going to put up with their shit. This is ridiculous. They think that they can do whatever they want now. They've got your money already. They've good as got their fingers in your wallet already. They don't think there's anything that you can do to touch them. They get to say whatever they want, and you will just have to shut up and deal with it and pay them anyway. That's what they believe. And we need to send them a message that no, that's not the case. Now, I'm not advocating for any specific kind of boycott. I don't even know if necessarily I'm going to boycott Endgame or not. I know that Endgame will at least be my last film in the MCU. I'm not going to touch another one. I don't even care. I was excited about Spider-Man Far From Home. I was excited about, Guardians of the Galaxy 3. I'm not going to support this shit anymore if this is the kind of things that the architects behind it are going to continue to say. They need to know. They need to shut the hell up and just entertain us. They are not our moral gurus. They are not our cultural commentators of the world. They're entertainers. And more than that, they've been given the responsibility to handle these dear characters, these dear icons of our culture and of our mythology. They need to be better. They need to act better. They need to not play partisan politics with the entertainment, with the icons they've been given. They want to talk about it in their own time, whatever. But no, they don't get to say things like, "Oh, that's very Cap-like," or "I don't want anything to do with you if you don't if you support Trump or whatever." No. This is not. It's mind-boggling. It's beyond infuriating, and it's just people are just ridiculous. They I don't even know how to explain it anymore, other than they're just children. Mentally and emotionally, they become children when it comes to anybody who disagrees with them politically. It's insane. So yeah, I don't know. That really pisses me off. Yeah, I mean, again, I'm not advocating for a specific boycott, but I think enough of this nonsense attitude of, well, I just separate the art from the artist. It's not a big deal, because the ones who don't think for a second that this nonsense, I mean, it's already seeping into the MCU, right? We've already got Captain Marvel pushing this bullshit. And pretty soon, if Captain America were to survive, I don't think he's going to survive Endgame, which is a good thing. Honestly, I really just want him to die at this point, have a good, noble ending, and not be, the character on screen at least not be poisoned by any of this. Because I guarantee it, if he had any more movies after Endgame, and we might even see him exhibit some of this nonsense in Endgame, I mean, who knows? I mean, they're being very bold about it at this point. But that's the thing, that, if you think, well, that's just their comments, they have been so clear and bold about it that their comments are going to seep right into the movies. It's just a matter of time, and it might be a matter of the next movie, literally. So it's not just a matter of, oh well, that's just them outside, I can handle that, because I can handle that too. I can handle, celebrities have always been idiots, and they're always going to spout their nonsense or whatever, to some degree. But when they're literally telling you they don't want anything to do with you, when they're telling you that the characters that you love, that they portray, wouldn't want anything to do with you, what's it going to take for you to wake up? I mean, that's just, so there. Anyway, that's all for now. I will be back with another car video a little later today, with a similar theme, but about a different franchise, different topic. But until then, keep enjoying and digging deeper into the hero stories you love. And if you don't want nonsense like this in your comic books, do check out mine and some of the many other great Indiegogo offerings right now, which truly are about entertainment and mythology. So, yeah, take care.
Do you like comics that are unafraid to portray women as feminine and men as masculine? Do you enjoy being entertained rather than preached to? If so, then you'll love my own graphic novel currently on Indiegogo. Tales from the Stacks is an anthology series in the vein of The Twilight Zone or Tales from the Crypt. It contains 3 uncanny tales to thrill and haunt you long after reading. With interior art by Dave T. and variant covers by John Malin, Kyle Ritter, and Kyung Lee, you have lots of options to choose from. You can find the link in the description below or search Indiegogo for Tales from the Stacks, and tell the comic industry you don't have to settle for their social agenda platforming. Thanks. And last but not least, don't forget that your Professor Geek now has a merch store. Check out the current options from t-shirts to magnets to the iconic Professor Geek coffee mug, and let me know if you'd like to see something else. The link is in the description, or you can go to cafepress.com/ProfessorGeek.